everyone, welcome to United Lal Shaitan. This is our second video. First of all, I would like to say thank you to each and everyone for your love and support, for subscribing to our channel and sharing it with everyone. बहुत अच्छा वीडियो होने वाला है आज. हम बहुत सारे इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक बोलने वाले हैं. स्टार्टिंग में क्या डीहे का टाइम जा चुका है, क्या हेंडरसन should replace him. Then we'll talk about how COVID-19 is going to impact the transfer market. And then we have got some spicy news about transfer market, so stay tuned. Hello everyone. So as you guys know that we are really delighted कि हमारा second video आ रहा है. बहुत अच्छे response थे and we are just happy that you guys have accepted us. Manu, Chetan, Rahul कुछ कहना चाहेंगे इस बारे में?
I'm just happy that we are finally doing it and all thanks to Samish. I think उसने हमें push किया ये सब करने के लिए, so kudos to you bro. And we'll give our everything to it. It's a fun thing for us. मजा आता है and hopefully आप लोगों का input आएगा तो we'll become better. For example, we've removed backgrounds now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
definitely.
more to come.
You can see my Garib Khana now.
I just want to say that I never had a background. I've always been cool. But thank you so much for subscribing and liking the video and all the feedback that's coming in. इसको इंटीग्रेट करें. बहुत सालों से सोच रहे थे कि कोई देसी मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड फैन क्लब चैनल होना चाहिए, which we really wanted to start. But जैसा लिवरपूल का फेलियर हमें मोटिवेट करता है एज अ क्लब, वैसे समीश के कुछ शब्दों ने हमें मोटिवेटेड रखा है ये चैनल स्टार्ट करने के लिए.
राहुल कुछ कहना चाहेंगे फैंस को बिफोर वी बिगिन?
बिल्कुल, जैसे कि मनी और चेतन ने कहा कि थैंक्स टू समीश कि हम ये कर रहे हैं. हम लोग हमेशा ऑफिस में जब भी मिलते थे यही बात करते थे, बाहर जब फुटबॉल खेलते थे यही बात करते थे, और कहीं पे भी मिले व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप से भी दिन भर यही चलते रहता है. बट आज ये सब एनर्जी को एक जगह चैनल कर रहे हैं हम लोग इन अ यूट्यूब चैनल. सो होपफुली आप लोगों को पसंद आए ये सब. And keep giving the feedback and we look forward to all those comments.
Yeah, so thank you everyone. So आपका गरीब बहन मिस्टर रॉय तैयार है आपके नए वीडियो के साथ. I got some feedback that I'm looking like a poor man's version of Ben Nistelrooy. I appreciate that. So starting with the first topic, बहुत interesting topic है. It's like De Gea versus Dean Henderson. So just to give a background, like goalkeeper किसी भी टीम का बहुत एक important attribute होता है. आप कोई भी treble winning टीम देख लें, कोई भी successful country की टीम देख लें. 2010 की अगर आप स्पेन की बात करेंगे तो कैसियास थे. हमारा जब treble winning टाइम था तो स्माइकल थे, बुफोन थे इटली के लिए. सो ऐसे ही 2011 में सर एलेक्स फर्ग्यूसन ने एक बहुत ही टैलेंटेड गोलकीपर को स्काउट किया था, मिस्टर डेविड डी गेया. एंड इनिशियल हिकअप्स के बाद he reached his peak. And personally speaking, I think उसका peak आया था 2016 से 18 के बीच में, when he was like invincible. I still remember that Arsenal game. I guess आप सबको भी याद होगा. He was just like आज दुकान बंद है भैया, आज नहीं आ रहा गोल, चाहे आपको जो करना है कर लो. तो जो जिस हिसाब से जो पूरा उन्होंने किया था, that was like हमने ये समझ लिया था कि भाई हमारी टीम में 10 कमियां हैं, बट गोलकीपर की कोई कमी नहीं है. बट ऑल ऑफ अ सडन 2018 वर्ल्ड कप आया. एंड देन 2018 में आपको याद होगा वो गेम अगेंस्ट पोर्चुगल एंड जो रोनाल्डो ने उसको हैट्रिक मारी थी. आई थिंक पर्सनली स्पीकिंग दैट वाज लाइक your dreams collapsing right in front of you when your best goalkeeper, when your best player of your team making such a horrendous mistake. Nobody expected him to do that. And उसके बाद से एक sudden dip आया है. Even though I'm still saying he's one of the best goalkeeper, but एक standard जो उसने खुद के लिए set कर लिया था, कहीं ना कहीं he's not justifying that. मैं आपको एक interesting stat इसके बारे में बताना चाहूँगा कि De Gea के career में errors leading to the goal is 13, right? Out of that, 8 errors he has committed in the past 2 years, like 2018 से 19 और 19 से 20. उसके पहले जब वो अपने पीक पे थे उन्होंने सिर्फ एक एरर दिया था जिसके कारण गोल हुआ था. It clearly states, just signifies कि उसका state of mind क्या है. Sometimes he's just like too good and sometimes he's like, like हम उसको कैरियर से कंपेयर करने लगे थे. That's like a biggest abuse to any goalkeeper. With all due respect to carriers. So keeping that thing in mind, and now अब मैं Dean Henderson का अगर मैं stat आपके सामने लाऊं, in this particular season he has 10 clean sheets, of course better than De Gea. He has conceded just 22 goals and just one error, conceding error leading to goal. So that's the kind of form that guy is he is in. So keeping these stats in mind, keeping our past history with De Gea, चेतन से चालू करना चाहूंगा. आप क्या सजेस्ट करेंगे? Is this the time for De Gea for redemption, या फिर डीन हेंडरसन को कहना चाहिए भैया अपना टाइम आ गया है, अब मैं आऊंगा टीम?
It's a very timely discussion. If the season ends आज, और अगर हम सिर्फ directly अगले साल के सीजन के बारे में भी बात करते हैं, by the time the next season starts, we will have a 30-year-old number one goalkeeper. Goalkeeper एक ऐसी position है जहाँ पर probably players do well until 37-38. So it's not just about the age, but दो चीजें मैं जो consider करनी चाहिए वो ये है. One, do you want to invest in a goalkeeper who would last us for 10 years, or do you want to invest in a goalkeeper who will have to think about replacement in 3? If we think about the former, probably it's time for Dean Henderson. But the other thing that we should definitely consider is the way we have been playing, right? Since Solskjaer came in, we have been more of an attacking side with a higher line. And just team mein Henderson खेलते हैं, they play on a very compact defensive line. And the number of times Henderson has to touch the ball would be significantly lower than the number of times he has to bail us out. So like to like, it's probably not the right comparison to make. Having said that, De Gea's form definitely has declined. But I'm a firm believer that he's still a great goalkeeper. To me, it's a win-win situation, not a lose-lose. If we continue with De Gea, at least for the next 3 years, जो मुझे लगता है longevity है, players like कितना time maximum Pogba हमारे साथ रहेंगे, कितना time maximum someone like Martial will be still with us. Mm-hmm. I think De Gea can still do 3 good years with us. I have no doubt about that. However, if we try to change the goalkeeper at this point, हमें इसी शर्त पे De Gea को बेचना चाहिए that we can make some good money off of him. Sell him off to either PSG, sell him off to Juventus, who is looking
so just sorry to cut you on this point, but do you think ये transition एकदम all of a sudden होना चाहिए, या फिर Dean Henderson should be a part of team? We should learn from De Gea and then slowly make that transition rather than just throwing it all over on him that हाँ भैया De Gea जा चुका है, अब सब चीजें तुम्हारे ऊपर है. So that's the kind of a gray area where I'm not very comfortable with the 20, like he's under 25 if I'm not wrong, so someone less experienced to be the first keeper, or should be like someone like
go hard or go home.
I mean,
his whole point is that he doesn't want to be number 2, otherwise he would have been back here. We wouldn't have signed Lee Grant at all, right?
Yeah.
He needs to come back as number 1, otherwise he doesn't need to come back. He can be sold to Sheffield. So if he comes in as number 1. That's the only thing I would say.
Do you think, do you agree to his point, Mani? Do you think that that should be the case?
No. Dean Henderson may have done well this season, but पिछले seasons में he's not done exactly that way, right? एक season देख के तुम ये नहीं बोल सकते कि तुम्हारा club का best. I'm going to call him the best player. David De Gea has been the best player of the club in the past 6 to 7 years. किसी और का एक सीजन देख के तुम उनको रिप्लेस नहीं कर सकते. Agreed, De Gea had a blip, but the fact that he was consistent for 6 to 7 years and then he had a blip in one season, you can't simply ignore the fact that he's still one of the greatest goalkeepers in the world. Second part, जहाँ तक रही Dean Henderson की बात, I would like to say, उसने एक सीजन अच्छा किया, well, very, very, very well done. United should tell him, do it again next season, do it again another season. Then we'll bring you over. Till then, De Gea has to be our number 1 goalkeeper. We have a very good number 2 in Romero, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe when Dean Henderson comes in, we can move Romero off. But I still think De Gea is still better than Dean Henderson. De Gea has done it season and season and season again. Also, जहाँ तक नहीं errors की बात, I mean, look at Buffon, जिसको सबसे greatest goalkeeper बोलते हैं, right? In United versus PSG match में, his direct 2 errors led to 2 goals. Yeah. Nobody made a mess about it. Just because De Gea is a United goalkeeper, थोड़ा सा उसका थोड़ा फॉर्म में डिप किया हुआ, लोग उसको मतलब मारने के लिए भागने लगे. Dean Henderson is good, but he's not De Gea. De Gea is the best keeper we have. We should stick with him. He's been of great service to the club, and we should stick by him, like we stuck with him in 2011. That's what I have to say.
Yeah, exactly. Like हम उसके साथ stuck रहे, but the only reason why this debate is coming up because एक even competition हो रहा है. आज अगर हम Dean Henderson की बात करें जो शेफील्ड के लिए खेल रहा है और United same number of opponents, same number of games.
I think the all I need to say about that is, अगर Dean Henderson दुनिया का best goalkeeper होता, then I would have thought about it. Is he the best goalkeeper in the world? I don't think so. The best keeper maybe Oblak or Ter Stegen.
Because
Bro,
we as a club
what
has a
I'm
history of undermining our talents, right? See what happened with Pogba. And see, like, I don't want to be in a situation where Dean Henderson एक बहुत बढ़िया goalkeeper बन गया.
Pogba is another debate. Let's not bring Pogba into this.
Yeah.
I'm talking about Dean Henderson right now. Is he the best keeper in the world? No.
Not really, but he can be.
He's had one good season. What have they won right now?
Well, they are most, like, you know,
That's
they are
what I'm
the
saying.
most improved team, I can say.
We need consistency, which De Gea has. एक season down हुआ है, he's still the best keeper. I stick with De Gea, hands down.
So talking about consistency, Rahul, like इस season में हमने बहुत time देखा है कि De Gea made some very obvious error. एक मुझे याद है, I don't remember the team. I guess it's Newcastle. He was clearing the ball, सामने striker को दे दिया, goal हो गया. Crystal Palace का game था, I guess Van Gaal था जो left back था या right back था उनका. वो एकदम से लेफ्ट से आया और बहुत ही आखिरी 92nd मिनट में हमने बहुत इजी को. तो ये एक दो एग्जांपल जो मुझे याद आ रहे हैं और ऐसे बहुत सारे एग्जांपल हैं. तो आपको क्या लगता है कि इन सब चीजों को देखते हुए डू यू थिंक इट्स अ राइट टाइम टू मेक डीन हेंडरसन कम होम?
नो, आई डोंट थिंक सो. ये राइट टाइम है. सो आप जो अभी बात कर रहे थे अबाउट सम एरर्स दैट ही मेड, राइट? ऑब्वियसली सम ऑफ दोस एरर्स वेर not expected of De Gea, right? हम लोग ने De Gea को एक ऐसे स्टैंडर्ड पे रखा है कि अगर वो उससे नीचे परफॉर्म करता है तो हम एक्सेप्ट नहीं कर पाते वो बात को, बिकॉज हमने ओवर द ईयर De Gea को ऐसे सेव्स करते हुए देखा है कि तुम सोफे से उठ के देख रहे हो कि क्या हुआ है, जस्ट हाउ डिड ही सेव दैट. एंड यू कैन नॉट इवन काउंट द नंबर ऑफ टाइम्स दैट हैज हैपेंड इन द लास्ट 9 years दैट De Gea हैज बीन द गोलकीपर, राइट? और हम ये भी बात भूल जाते हैं कि De Gea जब था टीम में from 2011, ठीक है, initial 1-2 years he was not physically strong enough for Premier League, so he had to bulk up and all those things. And 2013 he won the premiership with Alex Ferguson, and बाद में after Ferguson left, our team's performance declined, and उस time पे भी De Gea was performing consistently. अगर आप याद करेंगे from 2013-14 season से 2015-16 season तक के, he won best player of the year award 3 times consecutively. ठीक है, he was getting clean sheets जब उसके सामने आपके बेहतरीन डिफेंडर्स थे जो कि स्मॉलिंग थे और जोन्स थे. अगर कोई बंदा
relegate हो जाते हैं.
अगर कोई बंदा,
that's the funny part that in 2017-18 we were the best defensive team.
मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, अगर कोई बंदा,
right?
So here's the thing, right? अगर if you can get a clean sheet with Smalling and Jones, imagine अगर उसके सामने अभी now that he has Lindelof, अभी he has Maguire, and hopefully if we get like a good CDM along with Fred already अच्छा कर ही रहा है. The point is, देखो, it's not just the goal of the goalkeeper to save goals. अगर उसके पास bombardment हो रहा है, he is gonna give in at some point. So you have to have 3 lines of defense, right? जो हम में करते हैं. यही हमारा last line of defense है. But अगर आपके पास bombardment हो रहा है गोल के ऊपर, आप कितना ही बचा पाओगे? You need to have a good defensive line. You need to have compact सामने की midfield, right? To Chetan's point before, जब चेतन ने कहा था कि Dean Henderson had a lot of good clean sheets because of the compact defensive nature of Sheffield United's play. It's a fact क्योंकि जो लोग फैंटेसी प्रीमियर लीग खेलते हैं उन्हें पता है शेफील्ड यूनाइटेड के डिफेंडर्स हर बार पॉइंट्स लेके आते हैं because of clean sheets. They wouldn't score a lot of goals, but they would be very compact. उनके अगेंस्ट गोल स्कोर करना डिफिकल्ट है, राइट? एंड दैट कंट्रीब्यूट्स कि भाई अगर वो सेव कम कर रहा है तो ऑब्वियसली एरर्स लीडिंग टू गोल्स कम है, एंड ही इज गोना लेट इन फ्यूअर गोल्स. हमारे गोल्स स्कोर करने का तरीका अलग रहा है, राइट? इन द लास्ट फ्यू इयर्स वी हैव हैड डिफरेंट मैनेजर्स, एवरी मैनेजर इज इंप्लीमेंटिंग हिज फिलॉसफी. हमारा डिफेंस स्ट्रांग नहीं रहा है इन द लास्ट.
बस पाप करो. That's the philosophy we have in play.
Exactly, right? So all said and done, De Gea, I think he should still be the number one. Dean Henderson can come in after 1 year and be like the Romero right now. He can play in Europa, he can play in FA, but Premier League, De Gea.
So like बहुत अच्छा पॉइंट आपने बोला राहुल कि with all due respect जब आपके सामने जोन्स और स्मॉलिंग जैसे डिफेंडर्स हों तो फिर उसके बाद अगर आप इतना अच्छा परफॉर्म करें, that really shows the class. So one final input from you guys. De Gea in या out, starting with Chetan.
Mahadev. In.
Mahadev. Yep. Manu.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rahul.
In.
तो भाई अब मेजोरिटी लोग को अगर इन बोल चुके हैं तो भाई गरीब की क्या बात कहीं सुनी जाएगी. सो विद दैट सेड, जब डेहा की बात होती है तो फैक्स मशीन की याद आती है, और फैक्स मशीन की बात होते ही ट्रांसफर की बातें याद आती है, राइट? सो इससे अब हम अपना अगले टॉपिक पे आते हैं. हमारा अगला टॉपिक है how COVID-19 is going to impact the transfer market. Is it going to be like inflation? क्योंकि अभी रिसेंट हिस्ट्री की बात करें, अगर हम 2017 की बात करें तो एक ट्रांसफर हुआ था जिसने पूरी तरह से सारे ट्रांसफर मार्केट को हिला के रख दिया था, नेमार का. वी ऑल नो इट वाज लाइक अ क्रेजी ट्रांसफर. एंड उस टाइम पे ऐसा हो गया था कि लोग पोग्बा या लुकाकू को एक बार्गेन समझने लगे थे कि भाई ये तो हमें कितने सस्ते में मिल गया है, कितनी चीजें, मतलब चीजें कितनी ज्यादा महंगी हो चुकी हैं. नाउ अभी हम एक सिनेरियो में हैं जहाँ पे बहुत क्लब्स फाइनेंशियल क्राइसिस से जूझ रहे हैं. Like there are not many clubs who are financially stable to actually bargain that much or pay that much. तो क्या एक ऐसा सिनेरियो आ चुका है जहां हम कह सकते हैं कि maybe we are back in the 2010 2011 kind of thing, जहां हमें वॉन पर्सी जैसा बंदा 30 मिलियन के या फिर 35 मिलियन के अंदर मिल गया था. Are we in that stage, or is it going to get worse, or is it going to get better? Rahul, you want to start with that?
हाँ, तो आपने काफी अच्छे पॉइंट्स बोले. तो इसका आंसर थोड़ा सा लोडेड है, just because हम सबको पता है कोविड-19 का सिचुएशन है, इट्स इम्पैक्टिंग ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन ऑन द प्लैनेट अभी की तारीख में. एंड इकोनॉमिक इम्पैक्ट सबको ही दिख रहा है, लोगों की जॉब्स जा रही है, कंपनीज आर स्ट्रगलिंग टू मेक मनी, एंड इसका डायरेक्ट इम्पैक्ट रहेगा आपके मैच डे रेवेन्यूज को, राइट? अगर जिन लोगों की जॉब चली गई है वो लोग मैच देखने आएंगे नहीं. रही बात आपके टीवी सब्सक्रिप्शंस की, हो सकता है उसमें भी देयर माइट बी डिक्लाइन. तो एंड रिजल्ट है कि the clubs will lose revenue, ठीक है? Their sponsors might fail or go bankrupt, right? So there could be a lot of economic impact due to COVID-19. और एक और चीज हमने सोचनी चाहिए कि अभी तक के वैक्सीन नहीं आया है, तो the games will be played behind closed doors for at least another year until everyone gets vaccinated. तब तक के तो कोई आने नहीं वाला है स्टेडियम में देखने, राइट? तो the clubs are going to lose revenue, वो तो पक्की बात है. एंड आपने न्यूज़ पढ़ी होगी कि प्लेयर्स themselves are taking pay cuts काफी क्लब्स में. से lost.
Yep, carry on. We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So जैसे मैं कह रहा था कि जो क्वेश्चन है कि भैया कोविड-19 की वजह से ट्रांसफर मार्केट डूबेगा कि नहीं, आई वुड से yes and no. Yes, वो क्लब्स के लिए जो बहुत फाइनेंशियली वीक है, और नो फॉर द क्लब्स हु आर डूइंग रियली वेल एंड हु आर रियली रिच. तो जो छोटे क्लब्स हैं, इफ दे आर स्ट्रगलिंग, हो सकता है वो प्लेयर्स बेचने के लिए ट्राई करें, क्योंकि दे जस्ट वांट टू सर्वाइव, एंड दे माइट इवन ट्राई एंड सेल प्लेयर्स फॉर चीपर प्राइसेस, राइट? बट अगर यूनाइटेड आता है मार्केट में, आई डोंट थिंक उनके लिए मार्केट प्राइस कम किया जाएगा, क्योंकि लॉट ऑफ टाइम्स देयर इज अ प्रीमियम एसोसिएटेड विद द यूनाइटेड बाय. और ये हम सबको पता है, अगर कोई प्लेयर 50 मिलियन का यूनाइटेड को 80 मिलियन में बेचा जाएगा, व्हिच इज द सैड स्टोरी.
नहीं, ये बात बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है आपने बोली है कि बहुत सारे क्लब्स फाइनेंशियल क्रंच में हैं अभी, और इवन बड़े क्लब जैसे टॉटनहम और लिवरपूल भी बहुत लोग को अभी फॉलो कर चुके हैं. It's like
big club.
maybe on paper.
Toilet box stadium.
That's a good way of putting it. But इन चीजों को देख के लगता है कि people would still be in a situation to increase the cost of a player for United. Manu?
I like to think जो players हैं अभी market में, उनकी categories हैं. The Sanchos, Neymar, Mbappe, I think उनके price पे इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. Maybe the second tier of players, जैसे Jack Grealish हो गया, Declan Rice, maybe those players will get affected, because if you look at the current situation right now, जो Bundesliga है, उसमें जो clubs हैं, उनका main revenue होता है TV rights, right? That is also one of the reasons they want to open early. So they won't have money, right? The only few clubs I can see in the world who earns money apart from TV rights is United, Barcelona, maybe Real Madrid, and of course अपने फाइनेंशियल फेयर प्ले को ब्रीच करने वाले लोग जो हैं मैन सिटी एंड पीएसजी
भाई
उनको तो
प्लास्टिक
फर्क
की
नहीं
बात कर रहे हो
पड़ेगा
क्या? ओके,
या प्लास्टिक ऑब्वियसली ऑयल एंड
अच्छा अच्छा,
प्लास्टिक व्हाटएवर so
सिटी
if you
फैंस
think
फॉर यू
in
गाइस.
yeah exactly so if you think in that terms if United go for Sancho for example I think जो 100 million evaluation है वो देनी ही पड़ेगी however for players like Grealish maybe instead of 50 we can get him for 35 30 so that's the way I think about it obviously COVID है तो it will impact everything what may also happen is अगर and United वाली बात जैसे राहुल ने बोली प्रीमियम राइट ऐसा हो सकता है कि फॉर एग्जांपल आई एम थिंकिंग ऑफ अ सिनेरियो इफ यूनाइटेड गोस टू बाय सांचो एंड यूनाइटेड सेज हम 100 नहीं देंगे टेक 80 डॉर्टमंड में थिंक व्हाई शुड आई सेल यू आर 80 आई सेल यू नेक्स्ट ईयर फॉर 100 सो आई एम नॉट श्योर क्या होने वाला है ट्रांसफर मार्केट में देयर मे बी अ डोमिनो इफेक्ट वेयर इन अगर एक क्लब ने साइनिंग कर लिया चीप में तो सारे प्लेयर्स के प्राइस गिर जाएंगे या फिर अगर हमने 100 मिलियन दे दिए सांचो के लिए तो सारे प्लेयर्स फिर उतने में ही बिकेंगे जितने में so it's going to be really interesting to see क्या होता है
Exactly, like the way we have negotiated Bruno for transfer, I think we are getting smarter in actually
Hope so.
getting the players and bargaining and all these tactics to get players on board. So ये बहुत important point बोला आपने मनु कि like it could be a domino effect. जैसे PSG केस में भी domino effect था कि एक बंदा इतने उसमें गया तो अब भाई वैन डाइक भी महंगे हैं कि मैगवायर डिफेंडर्स की 80 मिलियंस में आ रहे हैं. So what's your take on that, Chetan? Like do you think that we'll play smart or we'll just go all in because we desperately need Sancho, to be honest, like someone like Sancho?
Really good point. Scouting has always been something since Ferguson left. थोड़ा सा gap रहा है वहाँ पे. I feel like we are doing better with that. So last day purchase, अगर I mean you can consider Bruno as a last week purchase and Igalo as literally the last minute purchase. But I feel like we are not throwing bad money after good players. So that's good. The United premium exists. It's real. Haaland getting sold for the price that he went for to Dortmund. And I mean, that's just like very easy to say. And the kind of money that Paulo Dybala wanted. He has like 4 times COVID now. Like, thank God we didn't buy him. But one of the things that we keep forgetting here is that while the market might be normalizing, there is Newcastle now who might be okay to throw good money. That family is worth $263 billion and they don't care about throwing away money. So if Newcastle suddenly starts throwing money, trying to buy players, let's say they just put a 125 million bid for Sancho, I think United might end up with 0 new players next year. And that will apply to United, Tottenham, Liverpool, Chelsea.
I don't think so. Like I would like to say कि जो financial fair play जब आया गया था, the main intention was to don't let any other club become City or PSG.
Sure.
Not like कि हम उनको रोक सकते हैं, but it's like दूसरे club को वो बनने से रोक सकते हैं. Like that's the whole intention of it.
I 100% agree. I 100% agree. But you know how City operates, right? They would buy a player at a certain price, under the table pay some other amount of money. That's how they end up getting good players at like rock bottom prices. Newcastle could very well take a leaf out of that book.
I don't think anyone will go to Newcastle. अगर Sancho को choice दिया गया Newcastle United, he'll go to United. Otherwise, he won't.
I really think that's true. At the time when Aguero went to City, this was a similar situation.
I think कोई भी प्लेयर किसी भी टीम में जाना चाहेगा तो चाहेगा भाई मुझे फर्स्ट टीम एक्सपीरियंस मिले, मैं बेंच प्लेयर बेंच वार्मर नहीं रहूं, एक एलीट क्लब में खेलूं. Newcastle, despite having a new owner, is still a
mid low team. वो हर साल relegation fight करते हैं bro. I mean,
but they still survive, right? So I don't think any player would like to go there. And अगर United और Newcastle की बात, भले agents अलग-अलग चीजें बोले, but players eventually would like to go to a stable club. So
that was just an example. I'm just saying that the transfer market might get bloody if they decide to, start throwing money. And हमेशा ethically behave करेंगे clubs. ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है, right? You can't expect to just because you are a vegetarian, the land won't eat me, right? That's not how the world works. So
Saudis involved हैं तो obviously ethical नहीं है.
We love Saudi Arabia, good people, but
we love them, but we don't like
sports
washing. We don't like sports washing. That's it. Right?
So yeah, that's like they like opinion which differs from person to person, but yeah, the way we have conducted, so yeah, not very much agreeing to that. So speaking about that, like, you know, that let's talk about our last topic, which is the hot transfer market topic, and what else to talk about rather than Jadon Sancho. Manu, you would like to add something? Like, बहुत सारे rumors आ रहे हैं, it's like people are dreaming about it. हम यूनाइटेड फैंस वैसे भी फोटोशॉप करने के बहुत ज्यादा एक्सपीरियंस्ड होते हैं, तो फोटोशॉप पिक्चरें आ रही हैं जिसमें सैंचो, मार्शल, रैशफोर्ड सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं. वी आर ड्रीमिंग अबाउट इट. ये सपना पूरा हो सकता है क्या यार? कर दो यार.
देख, अगर सपना पूरा हो गया ना, पता नहीं मैं क्या करूंगा. बट एनीवेज, कमिंग बैक टू
ये
द
तो पहले कर चुके हो, बाल तो शेव नहीं कर पाओगे.
नहीं, थोड़े से हैं.
अच्छा, थोड़ा सा है क्या?
I'll shave completely. But what I'm saying is, see, you said about इतने सारे Photoshop आ रहे हैं, and जो बाकी fan channels है ना United के, they're also talking about it. I think one of them brought Fabrizio Romano. I think he's the tier 1 journalist, and he's the most like उसके जो वो उसने breaking news कर दी वो हमेशा होता है.
We all follow him, yeah.
In the last 5 to 6 years, उसके हमेशा accurate रहे हैं. So he was invited, and obviously he didn't disclose his sources. He never does. But one of the things he said was, United loves Sancho,
Yep.
not just the management. The board, Oli, the coaches, Carrick, McKenna, everybody loves Sancho. They want to get him. Sancho loves United. What United is offering him is a number 7 and to build a future around him. I mean, Abhi, the way United were playing the last 10 to 11 matches, it seemed we were on the rise. We have Bruno now.
Yep.
So Sancho also loves that idea. He loves United too. The only hindrance to it right now is Dortmund. And I'm not saying it. Ye Fabrizio Romano ne bola, theek hai? So that's what he said. And we talked about the whole transfer market earlier, right? COVID ka impact and all of that. That's the only variable right now. अगर वो एक बार decide हो गया क्या है, then we'll see कि Sancho आता है कि नहीं. If he comes, dude, I'll be over the moon. I'm just thinking of Rashford, Marshall, Sancho front three. Apna CM and CM Pogba and Bruno. If we get a CDM, or even if we keep Fred or Mixos, I mean, come on, man. Top 4, we can go for title. I mean, we won't win the title, but maybe we can challenge. Right now, with this team, we are playing so well against top 6. Maybe Sancho coming in solves that right hand. Apna right hand hai hi nahi kitne saalon se.
Exactly. Like what we have is like left finger, and then we just force them to play on right में खेल ले यार, आ जा यार, कोई नहीं यहाँ पे.
Van Bissaka दो काम करता है यार.
Exactly.
He's a genius.
Exactly. Someone exactly made that point that Van Bissaka is not good in attacking. He's pretty good in defense, and Sancho is excellent in attacking. So you can just think about
and
what
bad
combination that would be.
So,
you know, so it's just, as I said in my previous video also, it's mouth-watering to even think about these players playing and then making them up. But एक point मैं राहुल आपसे पूछना चाहूँगा is like there were some rumors about you know, Sancho having some discipline issue, like Dortmund से भी उनको एक game में Champions League में बैठा दिया गया था where he couldn't play due to, you know, he violated some rule or something like that. Do we, like, with knowing Ole का management का जैसा tactics है, is he the right fit in that way? क्या he's having that kind of like attitude and discipline, that old school mentality which Ole is expecting?
तो काफी अच्छा क्वेश्चन है. एंड इसके लिए आप अगर सोचेंगे कि अगर आप डिसिप्लिन इश्यूज देखो तो आजकल के फुटबॉलर्स का लाइफस्टाइल काफी अलग है, राइट? दे वुड गो एंड पार्टी आफ्टर द गेम, समटाइम्स इवन बिफोर. होपफुली दे डोंट, बट समटाइम्स दे डू. बट रही बात, आप अपने क्लब में देख लो, इवन पोग्बा इज a party animal, right? सबको पता है, he loves to party and
he doesn't drink.
But he doesn't, right? He doesn't drink, but he loves to party.
Yep.
Work hard, play hard. Work hard, play hard.
Exactly. So बात वही हुई कि players को अगर कभी if they get into trouble sometimes it's fine, but अगर आप देखोगे उसके on pitch performance की, right, the numbers speaks for themselves. जब वो बंदा मैनचेस्टर सिटी में था, he wasn't getting game time. He went at a very young age to Dortmund. And in the last few years उसने ऐसा डेवलप करा है अपने आप को कि मतलब मैन सिटी खुद हैरान हो गई होगी कि भाई हमने कैसा ये प्लेयर लूज कर दिया एंड व्हाट द हेल हैपेंड विद दिस गाय. मतलब he has transformed himself in all aspects of the attacking game, right? And at such a young age ये बंदा consistently इंग्लैंड को रिप्रेजेंट कर रहा है at every major tournament, and that's a testament, right? He might be doing anything off the pitch और कभी he might get in trouble, but that's fine. But अगर वो बंदा on the pitch deliver कर रहा है and at the same time you know he's leading the charge for his country and the club, I think that speaks for itself.
Yep, true. So Chetan, just a quick question to you. Is Jadon Sancho to City is similar to what Pogba was to United? Like हमने भी हीरे की परख नहीं करी और City ने भी हीरे की परख नहीं करी. Is it something like that?
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
Is he at that level? That's what I'm trying to ask. Like, is that big of a deal like Pogba was before he came?
Well, Pogba was already performing at a pretty good level when he was at United. Philosophically, probably Ferguson did not agree with his approach, and that's why he left. And we made not great but decent money off of him. Sancho left because City didn't see a future in him. It's entirely a different calculation. Also, मुझे लगता है कि when we bought Paul Pogba back, we kind of bought a backbone from Juventus. Right now, when we are trying to get Sancho, we are trying to buy someone who will complete the last piece of the puzzle, right? So those were two different departures, and they are going to be two different purchases. I think, honestly, you guys might remember we discussed that how I had not tracked Sancho as much. But after that, once I started looking at the videos, I'm convinced that if that number 7 thing is true, he might finally be the one to break the jinx of number 7 after disastrous string of number 7s that we've had in Di Maria. Memphis Depay, who I personally really rated.
Di Maria का नाम मत ले.
And eventually Alexis, I play piano, Sanchez.
I play piano. वो भी fake था.
Yeah. But honestly, it might be a good purchase, might be a stable purchase, young guy with a lot of commitment. Something that Ole looks for is like, young players who want to play for the club that, they'll be proud.
And he's from Manchester. He's from Manchester.
Yeah.
Yeah.
घर की खेती है यार. So with that note, I think we are just right on the time. So thanks everyone for watching this video. Last week में जैसे हमने बात किया था 1000 सब्सक्राइबर तो हुए नहीं तो मेरे बाल कभी कटने वाले हैं नहीं. But as usual, अपने comments, अपने feedback हमें देते रहिए, and please mention what all topics you want us to cover. Like as I always say, this is a channel created for and created by DC United fans. So if you want to cover any particular topic, any transfer rumor, feel free to discuss it. We'll study about it, we'll read about it, and try to put up your opinion in our channel. Manu, Chetan, Rahul, कुछ कहना चाहेंगे?
By the time we meet next time, I think we will know if the league is going to start again. I'm really hoping. 8th of May is the day on which all the clubs will get together, like on a Zoom call maybe, and decide, hey, do we give the title to Liverpool in an empty stadium with no fans around?
No.
Or do we start it again, see them struggle, suffer, stutter, and then eventually slip, and just barely probably make it? But by that time we'll know.
और कोई चैंपियनशिप देखने के लिए कोई फैन भी नहीं होगा. That's the best case scenario for any United fan. Like आप सेलिब्रेट भी नहीं कर सकते हो यार.
Fitting.
Forget about parade.
It would be
स्टेडियम में दो ही मत, उनको घर पे डिलीवर कर दो DHL से.
It never happened. कोई proof ही नहीं था.
Deliveries delayed.
कोई proof ही नहीं, कोई photograph ही नहीं की कभी.
It never happened.
I was just trolling one of my Liverpool friend, and I was like, 2020 would always be remembered for disaster thing. COVID, celebrities dying, Liverpool winning. So you'll always be part of that elite black history. So all the best for that. So with that note, thank you everyone for watching. Yep, cool. See you guys next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.